Hi, my name is Natalie, and today I'm going to teach you how to create this studded ring. The inspiration for this piece comes from architectural influences. The dots on this ring are stacked, so it looks like you have stacked rings when it's only one piece. This ring is made out of high-definition acrylic. You can have your finished designs from this class printed just like this by submitting your work on the KiraKira profile. Now let's get started.
For the first step to designing our project is to create the ring. To do this, we use a very useful tool that you can find in the Create section of your top menu. It's called the Torus tool. Torus is already a ring, so all we have to do is resize it. You can define the parameters of the ring in the terms of inner diameter or torus diameter. The inner diameter represents the diameter of the ring that will fit your finger. The torus diameter instead represents the diameter of the ring itself, or how thick the ring is, including the walls. I'm making my ring 20 millimeters of torus diameter because I know that that fits my fingers. You can check out the dimensions of your fingers by going online to find out what your ring size is. We set the torus diameter at 1.5 millimeters. How does yours look? Now we create the second row of our ring, adding a series of spheres. We start creating the first sphere using the sphere tool we find under the Create section of the top menu. We're going to make it 2 millimeters in diameter, right here. Okay, so click and drag, and we're going to set the operation in our right-hand menu to New Body. This will enable us to move the sphere and put it in the correct position. Check your workspace and make sure that you can easily rotate your design. Select the sphere, and we use the Move tool we find under the Modify menu in our top menu. Using the arrows or typing in the dimension box, you can set your distance. For this project, make sure to keep the sphere connected with the ring. You can always hit Command Z to undo something, so we'll set the distance at 1.25 millimeters. Connecting the sphere to the ring will make sure that the sphere actually is joined with the rings when printing. If there's any space in between, they won't be connected when printed. These spheres are going to look so amazing once we have them all placed and they go all the way around the band. Now we'll repeat the sphere all around the ring to fill the second row. We'll use a circular pattern we find under the Create section of our top menu, up here. We choose as object our sphere, and as the axis, this horizontal blue line. Do you see it? Right here. We can decide how to fill the ring according to the quantity of spheres we want to repeat. I'm going to make mine full, so I'm going to set mine to 36 spheres around. But you can play with it and customize it for your ring. If you need to take a moment, take one right now. You can press pause and start playing again later. Now that we have our base shape of our ring, we can create copies of them. We select the Liner Pattern tool in the Create section of the top menu, and select as object the torus ring. We choose the horizontal blue axis right here to set the direction of the pattern. Make sure to choose the distance type as spacing in your right-hand menu, and we'll define this spacing as 2.5 millimeters, which means that the rings are connected. See right here? For this ring, I chose to set the quantity at 4 to have 4 copies of the torus ring. So that means I'm going to have 4 layers. But of course that you can do as many as you want. You can have, 10 if you want to go all the way up your finger. Now we'll repeat the same operation with the spheres. We can properly and quickly select all the objects this time using the timeline right down here you find in the bottom part of your screen. This timeline records the history of every step that you took to create your 3D model. And you can use it to select easily groups or elements or edit the previous step in case you realize you need to. Once selected, your objects become blue. Make sure to select all the spheres for the liner pattern repetition. Using the same settings we used before, we create the pattern. And there you go. There's your multi-sphere ring. So now we have to save our design as an STL file. To do that, we need to save it first in 360 Cloud. So we're going to click on this up here in our left-hand menu, and this will select our design. If you right-click or hit Control and click here, You will see where it says save or export file in an STL, and this is for printing. And then now you can select what you're going to call your ring and where you're going to save it. Well done! That looks amazing!
Now that you know how to create this ring, you can use the same tools that we worked in today to create many other things. Check out other courses on KiraKira.com. Remember to upload your finished files to your KiraKira profile. Thanks again, and hope you've learned a lot, and come visit us again soon.